How's it going, everyone? This is Great Scots. This is back on Grand Tacticians, the Civil War, 1861, 1865, early access, all that good stuff, the Spring 61 CSA campaign. Now, if you're like one of the one or two people who follow the channel, the current campaign, this looks very familiar to you because it's, I believe, the third battle in the span of about a month on the Bull Run map. The first two have not gone well. Maybe third time will be the charm. It's doubtful, but maybe. Now you'll notice this is something I don't think has happened before. Is that the Union has actually crossed onto this side of our side of the Bull Run, so that's going to be some cause for concern. Right now, we are very early on. I wasn't going to make the video unless anything interesting happened. Initially, it said the other side was entering the battle with broken morale, so I thought that they would just pretty much leave. They haven't done that, and they all seem to be fighting. So, yeah, we're down 49 to 23. It said in the intro that eventually there will be 130, maybe 110,000. I think maybe it was 110,000 Union showing up for this fight. It will eventually be 72,000 CSA, which means Lee was the closest and should show up with the Army of Northern Virginia. I don't know if I said it, but this is clearly Johnston's force, the Army of the Shenandoah, which is attacked first. And we are scrambling to get defended. The Union kind of came down the Warrenton Turnpike, and they began to press south. I don't know what the name of... I guess it must be whatever... Look like they're coming down this road off the Warrenton Turnpike. They've since squared up, and so they could really come across Farm Ford, Stonebridge, Lewis Ford, Balls Ford. I don't know. So I've moved Pettigrew. No, Pettigrew is the artillery battalion. So, I have moved him to the right. He was formed up in the center. I'm thinking that was probably the right move. I thought they were going to push pretty hard right, but then again, I may just keep them where they are because this force over here is a real one. And so we may have to work out angles. We may have to cross to the other side of Bull Run to shoot them on our side before we scoot. I'm largely playing for time. I mean, there's not much new to that. It is 4 p.m. and we're in late October. And so my guess is the fighting will probably end around 8 p.m. I don't know. Battles in late September would go to 9 p.m. So we'll see. And I'm kind of waiting for Lee to show up and to even the odds. And they're saying, I'm guessing that 72,000 must have also included Magruder's Hampton's division. Magruder leads it. It's called Hampton's division. And yeah, that's what I can do. So, but anyways, and they're not that close. I believe we're out in the Shenandoah Valley, a bit south of Winchester. They were at attack, but yeah, it's hard to believe that they would make the trip out here. So the fighting is already hot and heavy. It's not quite 2-to-1. It's something close to that. But as always, the skirmishers are out here to start a delaying action. I don't know. I mean, what don't I know? Well, a lot. I've read what others have posted on the Steam discussions for the game. And I sometimes... So I actually am playing the development beta, but I think many of them are as well. Or even if they're playing slightly older versions of the game, it seems like a lot of them are just having different experiences than I am. The problems I have, on balance, seem to be far less than the problems other people have and continue to have. So I'm thankful. I'm not sure why that is, but it's just something I've noticed. Well, I shouldn't say the one issue, but But a perennial issue is that, for whatever reason, I can never have the option to entrench troops. I can't do it in any phase. I can't do it at night. I can't do it in deployment. I can't do it during the kind of live battle phase here. But if that's really the only perennial problem, I'm okay with that. Yeah, skirmishers have been nerfed, but that's plenty okay. Well, that's one of the things I noticed that was different between my experience and everyone else. Everyone else was kind of complaining. Those who provided feedback. A common critique was that the AI skirmishes too much. That wasn't my experience. My complaint and my solution to the problem of people who thought using skirmishers was that the AI should use them more. Right here, yeah, I guess they're in assault mode, so maybe that's why they're not skirmishing. But if they're in assault mode, then these guys should be as well. I mean, if it is true that skirmishers are more a delaying tactic, I don't know that that's true. I don't think it is. I would counter skirmish if I were this force, and I would not attack this position until you're ready to go. So actually, they probably should be skirmishing more. That's the takeaway. I think the AI should skirmish more, not less. This group moves so quickly. I think I need to replace probably Withers and Haygood, or Good. I don't know if you know how to say it. You can, feelings will not be hurt. I don't know. They seem slow to react. I have to go and see. Johnson is great. I have no complaints about him. The reason why Magruder's there is Magruder's stats are fine. They're better than fine. They're really above average. I believe out west, I put Albert Sidney Johnston. I think I replaced maybe it was Sterling Price with Albert Sidney Johnston. Right. I guess we gotta slide Joe Johnston for a bit. But in this battle, Withers and Haygood, I've noticed, maybe they've always been this, they seem a bit slow on the up all the time. Oh, they're broken. Okay. I'm guessing most of my skirmishers just Jackson. Yeah, I would say that's the kind of big bug. I mean, it's part of the functionality the game I'd like to have would be to build those entrenchments, but it doesn't break a campaign for me. So yeah, I'll take that. I cannot find Jackson. The skirmisher said that he was in there somewhere. Unless they meant McLaughlin. Maybe Jackson got wounded. Say that. I guess I think McLaughlin's been around, skirmishing. Just taking some victory points over there. These guys are over here to just confirm that the AI is not trying to take this high road here. Push of course a bit south to make sure they haven't deviated. But I suspect that this and this is their force. That's probably about 50,000. Yeah, that's 26,000. That's the force. Smith's broken skirmishers. Stop skirmishing. Oh, I see Jackson. Wait a minute. pushing over here. I'm really hoping the clock saves me, because if it doesn't, well, I guess my thinking is we can bring Withers over, and he can try to force them to come through this open area. That ridge actually is also not bad. I'm really just preferring that Lee show up. But anyways, I think I'm going to pause it, because we're just skirmishing. My artillery's not even really shooting at him, but there is a battle going on, and if something gets interesting, I'll certainly bring it back. So, after what was a long time in my world, but almost the blink of an eye in yours, this is not exactly the same as where we left it. What originally happened is, I think right after I stopped the video, Lee showed up, I don't know, 6, 7 p.m. on day one. And then the next morning, the army withdrew. However, the game kind of froze, or just got into this loop where it wouldn't do anything. Whatever that was about. And so, even though I tried to save it, save didn't really save, so went back and kind of had to play it from scratch. It wasn't that much time lost, but it was some. This is not exactly going the same way as it did before. The first day was there's less conflict. I mean, the Union did get some troops. So these ones that are routing off, Deb and Whitecouch, they had, I don't know where they entered from, but even though I sent some skirmishers out towards Blackburn and Mitchell's, they somehow showed up right around Island Ford on my side and then began crossing back out. So I sent a bunch of skirmishers. I turned the artillery, followed up with some infantry, but I don't even know that the infantry ever really mattered that much. The line infantry mattered that much. Didn't seem like it did. Yeah, and so we were able to get them rounded off. There wasn't much going on in the center or on my left. Oh, and Magruder's here, so the rest of my force is here. Anyway, Lee is going to end up taking his force, and he's pretty much going to hold everything from Lewis Ford kind of down to Island Ford. I already have troops there, but eventually they're going to rotate out. But yeah, that's that. This unit that says Jackson, that's called McLaughlin's Brigade, has been stuck in the water. So it serves me right for mentioning that, I don't get that many glitches, and then of course I get one and I get a unit stuck. So whatever. I did verify the integrity of the files. There were a dozen that are missing, or that needed to be reacquired. That's not unusual, I find. And sometimes the game works with them unacquired, and sometimes it doesn't. So it's hard to blame the hang up on that. But yeah, we're kind of hanging out, capturing victory points. We've gone between minor and major victory. We're up to major victory. I think when Lee arrived, they got some reinforcements overnight. Magruder has arrived. We're still only at minor victory, but we're capturing most of the victory points. So I sent cavalry. Okay, we don't even need to capture that. So I can probably send this cavalry to capture the last few victory points, which should put the Union on something of a clock. I mean, they're already on a bit of a clock because my artillery is still getting in place. It's not in place. And once it is, it's going to be rough no matter where they decide to cross. So that's where things stand. Yeah. It's pretty quiet. But I think both armies are getting set into position here. So there's seniors over there. All right, Magruder's force. I guess I'll have them hold. I really haven't seen any activity in the north. Doesn't mean that it's not there, just means I haven't seen it. And so I may actually pull, not Pickett, I may actually just pull Magruder in reserve. And just wait and see what happens elsewhere. Okay, so Jackson got out of the water there. These guys are getting stuck. Doesn't seem like it. A little slow. It's alright for the most part. Alright, why don't we get a cruise artillery up since they're just kind of standing there doing nothing. Maybe we'll start moving some of Withers to the center since the whole unit, or yeah, the whole unit's going to eventually be. But we don't want to create any gaps. Jackson's guys are gonna run. They've already routed off once. So well, I don't know what that tells us, but it doesn't really tell us why they're short of ammo, because they were reabsorbed into the parent unit. The overshoot angle to be able to fire over the friendlies and hit them. Nice big blob. It is a bit. You can't expect much from the lands with 6-pound field guns at those ranges. I wouldn't expect much from them. I don't know. Those treetops. Yeah, they would be obscuring it a little bit. But I'm surprised that's the shot they went with. Maybe it's not the shot they went with. Say that's shooting through the trees there. Well, they have one gun. You can see they have one gun aimed that way. The other three are aimed, yeah, that would be a little bit cleaner angle. Hit a blob, but I think Smith is just in the wrong place. You get that. If I have skirmishers with shorter ranges and you haven't watched it before, I tend more to put them on the flanks of something, because if not, then exactly what just happened, and they routed. So, because they have to move too far up to get into range, it makes it easier with another unit to just come in and get them. Alright, so we lost 2 detachments there. It was probably a bit overzealous on my part anyways. Jackson's skirmishers should be going back to Jackson. Jackson should be getting at least no longer. Alright, so they just shattered or broke. I guess I should have this artillery up a bit higher. See if that cleans up their angle. Are you all firing? It says you are. Maybe it's 'cause actually belongs over here. The long train of troops. All right, what do we have? We have Cheatham with a regular. Well, they're still getting into place. They're not all there. Pogue has division. Lee is just not in a great spot. Forget who has the artillery. Oh, it's Eshelman has the artillery reserve. I think I'm going to move Eshelman's guns up. Probably this hill. Then rotate these guys over onto this ridge. Maybe I'll just move Pettigrew over. But let's get some guns set up first before we actually put Pettigrew or Eshelman right there. There's artillery in the other two divisions already. That'll work for now. Cheatham, I really don't know about. Cheatham actually may just stay put. Alright. Uh-oh. Guys gotta get back to all those skirmishers. Well, you can't. I don't know. Maybe the AI is withdrawing. I can't tell. They're now back here. They have a battery up. That doesn't mean too much, given what we're shooting at them. So that's that. And I think we now have all the victory points on the map. So what I would still do is send this cav kind of out where Hall is, but make sure we can kind of see what's going on those roads because of the AI's, at least as far as I'm concerned, well-known propensity to used to like to use that northern unfinished railroad. Seems less so now. Yeah, seems less so. Is it possible for you guys to move at all? Any direction? Isn't that big of a delay? It is. So we'll move Barrow back. Where's Haygood's men? Who's he missing? He's getting Wade back. He's getting Barrow back. So actually, pretty much have everyone. Just pull back, even though they're shooting at you. Not important casualties. They don't have terribly. I would like to know. I think I've said it before. I think I'd like to know about whether terrain actually offers cover. I think it does. I think it does something. Certainly with line of sight. Though I'm not sure it's always working. Like sometimes cannons are still shooting at my infantry even when I'm on the reverse of a hill. Since I don't have ground penetration to that degree. Yeah, we are. La 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 la. Is Eshelman? Okay, that's Pettigrew. So they just broke wells on the Union side. So this is it's going to be my opportunity to pivot over to here. And while we're doing that, let's just get Withers back here. These guns, replace those guns. All right. Guess they're not going to run up there. Should also not discount something to the south. Since I've seen that they've gotten a foothold over there already, or in the past. No reason they wouldn't do it again. Let's see what the AI has in store for us. Again, they are the ones who initiated the battle, so they wanted to attack. Alright, fine. Now they kind of got to do it. Looks like they're gradually moving off into the right. Could be a fake out. We don't have that many scouts over here to even find out if it is. That's stupid on my part. Alan. Eshelman is the reserve there. Pogue is holding balls forward. Barrow still has not pulled back. I don't know what he's doing up there. Yeah, it looks like they've squared up. Some of them have gone across Bull Run already. Gruder's forces are going to come down here anyways. We'll see how it goes. I'm almost thinking the Eshelman should rotate to the right. Although the artillery's getting there pretty quickly. But I think Pogue and Eshelman already have enough on the left and center. I'm not really sure what the AI is waiting for here. What is the terrain like? It is almost totally flat. A little tiny rise right there. All right. We got to speed things up here. All right, so there's some sort of slow push going on. That's a pretty heavy push for the center there. They might be throwing everyone at the center. Gruder's still taking some time to get his forces moving. I think Withers might have to go back here. Certainly. What's the other battery? Oh, there it is. It's Pettigrew. I think they're certainly going to need to come back as well. Right. Test the crossing. On it, see what's up. just a little bit of a hit there as well. We'll just hold it where they are. Case orders need to Can't tell if they changed their mind or if they just brought in new troops. Is moving there. Can't tell if they're there or not. That's right. We don't have all the victory points. We just have many. No, guys. Just face them. And now they're coming back to the center because it was such a good trip the first time. They don't seem like they're getting many good shots. I guess ace. That's what I was trying to do before. Keep them behind the guns. So the guns are just free to do their thing, and then they can just step up when it gets too hairy. There are skirmishers out there as well. Alright, so Magruder's division is getting into place. We're looking for them out on the right. We do see them. Withers is getting formed up in the center of the right. Eschman's artillery Pope's division is on the left. They're all under. Engagement we'll try to keep for now. Again, with these Napoleons or field guns, closer is better. Other guns. That's the other gun. Oh, they're all under action. I was trying to find Pope's batteries. Two that are under them. Oh, they're already but as I tend to do, I'm leaning hard on my skirmishers and my artillery. Napoleons. Okay, so we actually do have a Parrot. So actually, the Parrot should be the gun further back since it has the range. Since I found the end of their line, move some of them up. But yeah, Parrots. Okay to fall back. Those roads are just super congested. It must be what it is. And while they get. On these guys. But I was saying, especially the guys with terrible ranges, it's better to lay down and take very few casualties than to kind of stay standing and not be able to hit anything because you're outranged anyways. Right, that artillery is too far over there. Where there's other artillery, let's see. I guess it's there. Our comms guy is gonna move back. Follow orders. creative over here. I got enough point. Let's use it for that range. Anyways, I'm moving Cheatham's group up now in case they try to push the island forward. Withers is getting there. I'm not sure if they're fast, but it kind of looks like everybody's converging over here to their balls. Yeah, Buckner is the artillery reserve of Magruder. Presumably, Rise right there should be able to cover most of those forts, and it'll be close enough to Magruder that he can move if he wants to. Men are taking some casualties. Yeah, I'm happy with the defense. This is actually, I mean, it's not just experience, having done this now 3 times in 1 month in this game, but it's a decent event. I think the most favorable odds. In the past, it was at least 2-1, which could have been threatening. Wasn't. I mean, it could have been. But now it's they had 108,000. I think we have 17,000. So it's not even really the point that it's idea what is going on. I don't perceive very high casualties on my side. It's about 5-2 in our favor. They're laying down. They are laying down. They're laying down as well. Nice if they're facing the right direction. Okay. take a look at the effective numbers. I think they had some troops. I guess not. I thought they had some troops withdraw while others arrived on the transition from day 1 to day 2. I don't see that. Yeah, casualties are still being reported as really light. 2% for them, 1% for us. I believe it. Yes. They should not be receiving any more reinforcements. Think about either counterattacking or just attacking sounds more fun. But that doesn't make anybody's gotten around me. 24 hours in. Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of fighting on the first day, but casualties are still pretty light. Somebody is being... Again, just the proximity of the artillery there, the overall numbers. I would have just thought casualties would have been much higher. But I don't need to inflict a lot of casualties. Just need to minimize our... Johnston's force heading with him. We bring Hayward in on the left. There's a chance that we could just sweep this group right here. But I kind of like this battle. I'm enjoying this one more than the other two. There's more movement. You know, given that they've already crossed Bull's Run on my right, if they would move quicker, there would be an opportunity for some pressure. I think we're pretty well set up with Pickett, Greg, and Withers to reinforce, and Cheatham's already in that position, but you know, it would at least be plausible. Right now, these guys just got a bit of smoke. I'd be very surprised if they were still here. It looks like we're going to a day 3. I'd be very surprised if they were here when that started. Johnston's got to be a little more distance between them so we can get closer. A good or a good or whatever it is. I mean, they have a lot out here on the right. And pretty far out to the right. I was also a little surprised that their numbers are as high as they were. On the map, it looked like they had maybe 60,000 that could have been. And then it looked like one of the corps that had just lost. I think all these corps just lost the previous battle. The previous 2 battles. I'm pretty sure they were all involved in it. But it looked like one of the 3 was definitely retreating. It was red. It was moving away from Alexandria towards Washington. And I'm pretty sure they still showed up. Maybe they didn't, but I'm a little surprised that the other armies that joined were not also kind of pushed out. Or kind of compelled to fall back. Because they're part of a battle in which they I'm not sure how long that is. Alright, y'all have been flanked, so it's time to get back. See if we can send out some skirmishers. But pretty soon we're going to get the lineup of skirmishers and stuff that they can do. Yeah. This battle's almost going so long though that I'm not sure that it can be done in one sitting. It's probably going way too long, but I don't know. I still find it interesting. But yeah, they've effectively used skirmishers to skirmish off my skirmishers. So, laying down. Skirmishers for you. And there are a bunch of units that don't currently have skirmishers. I think that was mostly everybody that came in with Recruiter. The divisions have really been close enough. It's been, as you've seen, busy doing other things, trying to plug holes as I see them. Let's see. But yeah, these just seem a bit. Low on their side. But maybe a bit high on my side considering some of the casualty ratios we've had in other battles, but maybe because they've come across and they have that advantage. Come on, get back. Get back. Charge. Alright, so those are 2 lines there, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. 2 lines. not true. There is somebody to the right of Lee, which is Stevens. This is, again, Stephen Lee. Not that other guy. Yeah, the lag is real. That happens. Got a lot of smoke picking up. Yeah, just going back into that real rough area. I don't know. I'm thinking if I swing this gun left, it might be in canister. They're just outside of canister range. Well, then I'll let the infantry deal with them. Sure if these guys have skirmishers or not. Probably not. Probably beat pretty badly. They do, but I don't know where they are. We don't. Send them ahead, make sure we're what's in front of us. But I think that's about all I intend for them to do. I think after that it's time to get the artillery. But that's great because it saved me a lot of time. It's pretty much 3-to-1 casualties. Has not changed much at all. I'm a little surprised that you're saying we've lost 7 guns. I'm not sure how or where that's possible, that's what it says, 102,000. Alright. Yeah, I'll play this one out to the end, and then I'm gonna stop it. It's gone way longer than I wanted it to, and kind of budgeted for time, but it's been fun. why they think the ammo, why it's showing up red. Doesn't seem that bad. To skirmish. I can't complain about that either. Seems pretty smart. Alright, casualty ratio has gotten worse for us, but the overall number of casualties has gone way up. I don't know what the difference is between eager and confident. So in spite of everything, so the condition of everything is apparently perfect. They're better provisioned, they have better forage, they have better small arms, they have better guns. And again, this is the condition report. Our fighting spirit's higher, our training is better, our intelligence is even. Apparently I've been reading this wrong. That's fine. Casualties inflicted. Yeah. Commander report. Johnson is supposed to be much more famous, better leadership, not as good initiative, better administration, and much more cunning. Alright. Well, we'll see. Saw them I'll be on the infantry. Echelons. Oh, it's orange. This battle is ever going to end, but I really don't have any complaints about it. It has been fun, kind of a challenge. The Union looks like it's pulling back. It also looks like the morale of some of these units is not stellar. A little bit better some of these units here in the middle, but I don't know, this might just be something they're doing for the night. Don't know. Find out. Yeah, and I don't know if this attack from the center actually had any effect at all. My default assumption is no, it was other things, but at 6 p.m. probably unlikely to change it. Guns. I don't even know if they will. I really don't know if they will. But whatever, it's funny. Does it show up that they lost those guns? Because they definitely... Yeah, they did. They lost 15 of them, and I don't remember... So they came in with... I don't know if they came in with 20 or... I don't know. We'll just stick with that now. Alright. I actually don't know if I should increase the time because I really need to pay attention to this attack. To go well. But it does look like now more brigades on their part have routed off. By more. I did not notice how close they all had gotten to cavalry here. Detachment, go! Get out of there. Just kind of banking that maybe they're too tired to pursue when we get those guns. Alright, let's get these units. One more plane over here that hasn't been routed. Conventional tactic, leading with the artillery. Wait, why does it say no guns? You definitely have guns. So now we're gonna have to go against these guys. Bail out our cavalry, which was doing what I told them to do. Have fun taking their guns. Maybe one of these things done. Alright, that is not quite 7 p.m. They really, it really looked like they were going to try to attack. Maybe they are trying to attack. This group up here. No. Major victory. Pheasanton victory. I don't know if that's like a default message. Because it always says it's like, you know, a certain amount of men, 50 cavalry, and 5 guns, or something like that. I don't know, but alright, I don't see them on our screen. Might be able to take some guns. I don't know if they left those guns behind. Some rear guard action here. Alright, that'll do it. Well, famous last words. That should... I think we broke. Alright, they took 12,000 casualties, we took about 4,000. So, yes, 2-1, which is pretty good. Again, for their artillery advantage, for the terrain, I thought it would have been more. But, I can't complain about the win, and again, it's the 3rd one in a while. If this loads in correctly, I'd like to see what we captured. Colonel Gerard. I thought Gerard was mine. Not sure why he did poorly. I don't think anything other than detachments broke in that battle. So I'm surprised, but so we got 5,000 rifles, and yet no guns, they say. Alright. Whatever. So when you look at the casualty difficulty, yeah, it was 4-1, but the number of the kill ratio was 5-1. Looks like of mine, what is that, 800 minus 3, so about 2,900 were wounded. Okay. Well, as promised, I am gonna see this and then end the video so y'all get out of here if you're still around. But that, at least for me, that was awesome. That's why I play this game. And yeah, relatively bug-free. Hope you enjoyed it.